not what I was going for. Said that they have raptors, and I'm not sure what that is. I suspect it's not what I think it is.
We talk a lot about checklists, and we always sweep underneath the slides, but apparently we missed something. It's Broncos game day. It snowed probably 7 or 8 inches, and here we are in downtown Denver.
He's got it figured out. Welcome back.
You guys know how much Angela loves cold weather, so you must be asking yourselves, are we crazy? What are we doing in Colorado when we can pull our house anywhere in the world? Well, we got to come to Colorado in the spring. We didn't get to spend a lot of time here, and we had a lot of weather issues, so we are back for this week, and we're actually in Denver today. So are we crazy? Because it's Broncos game day. It snowed probably 7 or 8 inches, and here we are in downtown Denver.
The answer is yes, we're crazy. I don't think anyone questioned that. 2, we're limited, and we're gonna capitalize, and the list of things we want to do in the area is huge, and we just couldn't bear the thought of giving up a day. Driving in the Rocky Mountains, things like that seemed a little more risky than coming downtown. So we're gonna explore downtown. We're hoping it doesn't get too crazy before the ball game.
Or after.
But I'm glad we came.
Yep, we're about an hour away from our campground. Good job, Colorado. The roads were actually very good getting down here. We only saw a couple cars in the ditch. So we're gonna go check out downtown Denver.
Cold? What cold? Who knows, this may turn into coffee date number 2, just to dip in somewhere and get warm.
Out of necessity.
We decided to start here at the 16th Street Mall. It's a huge outdoor, I don't know how it's any different than a street, but that's what it is. It's a outdoor mall.
It's cool. There's not a ton of people. It is cold today, but we're managing pretty well. We actually just stopped and had some really good empanadas and warmed up for a minute. Like a lot of other downtown areas, you're gonna have a hard time finding a public restroom. So if you drank too much coffee this morning like me, you're probably gonna have to buy lunch to be able to use the facilities, but that's just kind of part of it.
That is always our biggest struggle in the cities.
It's getting cool though. Let's start walking before we get cold.
Yeah.
Just for reference, size-wise, how much there is.
Oh, that was dirty. That was just not nice.
You told me to do it. I only did what you asked me. Just like always.
These jackets came in just in time for Colorado.
Absolutely.
I don't know that we'd be surviving without them.
So far, our test is going really well. I'm nice and toasty. I actually have the dual zone jacket, which is great because I got a couple different heating zones. They make a lot of stuff. You could spend a small fortune there. They got pants and gloves and everything else, but this is all battery operated, heated equipment for the cold gear. You can plug your phones into the battery pack, which is kind of cool, but I'm really happy to have them.
Our friends turned us on to these because they do a lot of ball games in the Midwest, and so they've been using them for years and years. They love them. I got one and Cody was so jealous. He bought him one. Of course, he had to get a better one than me because...
Well, you've got the single zone and you're staying warm. Once we found out how great these things were from personal experiences with our friends, we had to try them, so we're really excited and grateful to partner with Ororo on this. We think you guys are going to like their stuff too, so if you hang out to the end of this episode, we're going to do a little giveaway and tell you guys how you can win some gift cards to help you out just in time for the holiday season. Thanks again, Ororo, for keeping us warm out here in chilly Colorado.
This is something you don't know you need until you have it.
And once you have it, I can't see you going back.
It was so nice. We are leaving the downtown area in time for the traffic to start coming in. We are seeing it roll in.
Yeah, the Broncos kick off in 1 hour, so this is not the time to be driving around downtown, but it actually wasn't bad. It seems like they control traffic pretty well. So we got out of there really without a hitch other than a couple of bumper-to-bumper slowdowns, but not bad at all. Denver's really not bad to navigate.
Today was a little more of a sightseeing as opposed to doing trip, but we did see Denver.
There wasn't a whole lot of activity, but I attribute that to the weather and to the ball game, but most of the stores are open. It's pretty easy to navigate, and I don't like big cities. We decided to come over here to Cook Park and take a little walk and kind of enjoy the scenery. There's still a little bit of foliage on the trees, not a whole lot left. Most of them are starting to fall, but man, it's beautiful.
We're gonna cap it off here before we go check on the pups and get warm inside the camper. But I'd say it's a successful day today.
Successful day. I'm loving the Ororo jackets. I've stayed nice and toasty all day, so that's been a major upgrade and a game changer for us. So yeah, we'll see what the rest of the day takes us.
Good morning to you. We have a Ford dealership just a couple miles down the road from our campground, so setting up an oil change and tire rotation was perfect, so I'm just gonna go take care of that early this morning. Also, I recognize that I overthink things, but this is something that bothers me. The campgrounds that give you these little flyers to go in your visor, it's their way to patrol to make sure that the cars in the campground are supposed to be in the campground, which is fine. What weirds me out are the ones that do these really fancy flyers. It tells you exactly the campground where you're at and your site number. Does that weird anyone else out? When I'm out and about, I don't necessarily want people to see where to find me. It's like having your address displayed on the back of your windshield. I don't know. I don't like it. So far so good. They shuttled me back while they're working on the service. Everyone I came across went above and beyond. I met several different staff members, so it's obviously a culture when it comes to that point, when that many people put forth that much effort. So as long as they bring it back in one piece, I'm gonna say that the Loveland Ford service desk is pretty impressive. One thing marked off the list.
Angela and I have noticed the last few nights here in Colorado, it's been really, really cold, and it's been taking a lot more to keep the house warm, and especially over here on the kitchen side slide, the floor's been really cold. The other night we were just sitting there and Angela noticed these lights coming in from under the slide, and I actually thought that maybe our slide seal on the bottom had got wrinkled or something like that.
Maybe it's as simple as just pulling the seal out. But that's why it's so drafty over here.
I found the problem. It's on us. It may be a big deal, it may not be a big deal, but it definitely could have been a big deal. So let's crawl under here, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. This also explains why our slide made this squealing dead pig sound when we put it out. We talk a lot about checklists and we always sweep underneath the slides, but apparently we missed something, because the reason we're getting all this cold air in here, if you can't see it, is Charlie's favorite squishy nubby ball. And I was hoping that maybe I could just work it out. Maybe I'll be able to without having to cut it. Oh, there it is. So Charlie's not gonna be happy because there's no longer air in his favorite ball, and he loves to lick and chew on this thing, but we do have it did put a small cut here. I've seen some recommendations online about taking like a rubber tire patch or a tube patch and using it to repair these slide seals. So I think I can fix that pretty easy, and I'll probably try it here. There's really no worry about any water getting in. This really isn't doing a whole lot when the slide's out, so I'm not too worried about it. The seals here look okay. I think we're no worse for the wear, but this definitely could have been bad. This could have broke trim. If it was harder, it could have scratched the floors. We're definitely gonna have to get better following our checklist a little closer, making sure everything's picked up off the floor. But I know a little brown dog that's in a lot of trouble.
Charlie, did you do this? Did you do this? Oh, Chucky, you're in so much trouble.
Who's your bad boy? Did you do something bad? I thought we had this whole conversation about picking our toys up before we go.
Chucky.
He doesn't look like he cares too much.
These don't go underneath things or behind chairs.
We call ourselves empty nesters, but I often question that because we're still basically raising two toddlers.
Yeah. Charlie,
that's a bad boy.
You're gonna be punished.
So, Ange, what do you think his punishment should be?
We're gonna pick up our toys from now on. I want to know where the mini tennis ball is. Once again, we did something the Johnson way.
You guys missed our 3 turnarounds.
We're kind of doing this the backwards way, but I think we're on track now.
I hope so.
We came down to Rocky Mountain Arsenal Wildlife Refuge, and they have an 11-mile drive. Takes about 45 minutes, they say, depending on how often you stop, where you can drive through and see some wildlife. So we thought this would be a perfect thing for us to do before the sun goes down after work today.
Yeah, one of the benefits of being in mountain time and working in Eastern time worked out really nice. Gives us a couple extra hours before dark.
So I wore my giraffe shirt. We're not seeing giraffes today. It's not a safari, but I just felt like it worked. Among a few of the animals that you can see here at the refuge, they have bison, deer, coyote, all kinds of waterfowl, songbirds. They have prairie dogs, and then they said that they have raptors. And I'm not sure what that is. I suspect it's not what I think it is. A raptor is a predator bird or bird of prey, such as the eagles, hawks, and many more.
I know it was worth the drive to get here just for the small lake that we stopped at, probably not even a half a mile into the area. That lake was just beautiful. There's ducks everywhere. You got people out riding bikes. It's gotten up to a whole 42 degrees and people are really active out here, but I can see, wow, this is beautiful. One of my favorite things about areas like this that never gets old are the prairie dogs. And I figured it was too cool for them to be out tonight, but we actually did get to see a few of them a while ago. We just didn't get the cameras out in time.
I think there's a lot of landowners that do not.
Yeah. What a beautiful day, albeit a little bit chilly, so I'm really glad we have these Ororo jackets. They're kind of keeping me nice and toasty. I don't even have mine turned on right now, and it's still really warm. Since Ororo was so nice to partner with us in support of our channel, they're also giving something to you guys. So we have a $100 Ororo gift card. It's actually 5 $20 gift cards, and we're gonna give those away. Tell them what they have to do to get it.
All you have to do is drop a comment down below of your favorite winter activity. We're gonna run this for the dates listed below only, and then we'll throw all those names in a pot and draw it randomly for the winner of $100 in Ororo gift cards. You may not be able to do it on your TV, but any mobile device you should have access to drop a comment down, and just make sure you do it by the dates below, and we're excited.
Good luck, guys.
Well, this was definitely a treat.
Yeah, some of the best things in life are free, and that's definitely true about this place. This was just a great way to end the day. I think we saw it at the best part of the day as the sun was starting to go down behind us, and just the bison and the bald eagle, just great. It's getting a little late. We're gonna grab a bite to eat, head back to camp, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Thanks, guys. Work with nature.
It is getting kind of late, so we're gonna go home and grab a bite to dinner, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Grab a bite to dinner.
Oh, it's me, the masked man, coming at you from Denver Cove. You don't even know who I am. Let me rake some off. Is that what you want? You want me to get cold? Is that what you want? So once we found out about these and we realized how great we were from personal experiences with our friend, how great we were.
We're gonna cap it here. Oh, look, there's geese. Squirrel!
There are geese. Take a little walk, see the scene. That sounded terrible. We decided to drive over here to Cook Park and take a little hike. Sounded terrible. We decided to come over here to Cook Park and take a little walk and kind of enjoy the...
Come stand with me under this tree. I want to shake it. Oh, way more than I wanted. That's not what I was going for.